Каква е еднината на Македонија на безбедносен план со оглед на долгото стоење во чекалната на Европската Унија? Сепак и Македонија има опасност од хибридни напади, лажни вести и други влијанија.
No, this is, of course, very unfortunate that this process hasn't moved on. And I think that there are these opportunity windows where this window opens for enlargement and then it closes again. So unfortunately, you have been really in the waiting room for too long. But I think the opportunity window is there right now. When Russia attacked Ukraine, then we saw this really the need in the European Union that we need all those countries who are geographically in Europe, also in the European Union, because together we are much stronger. So it's not only in your interest, but it's also in our interest. And therefore, I'm really working on this that we would have real something tangible to show. I was just meeting the young people and they were telling me the same thing. It's like, what do you say to the young people? And I said that actually, I think we have done with words, we should show with deeds that we want to move in this process.
Еден од најголемите предизвици во регионот, особено за Македонија, е борбата против криминалот и корупцијата. Колку тоа може да влијае на безбедносен план?
Of course, it is a big issue. I mean, you have had terrible accidents here, and it's all relating to the issues that you mentioned. At least what I hear from or read from the media. So I think fighting corruption, the rule of law, it's not only for the sake of it, but it's actually for the benefit of the people. Because, for example, rule of law and getting rid of corruption. If the investors trust your economy, they trust that public funds go where they should go, then they also trust to invest in your economy, which brings prosperity for the people. And therefore, this is something that we value in European Union very highly, and we are also cooperating with North Macedonia even today to fight the organized crime, to fight the corruption, to really give the tools. We have a tool called Impact that is for these purposes. We also are helping the judiciary and prosecutors to deal with these issues, which are extremely complicated.
Каква е политиката на Унијата во однос на мигрантите со оглед на тоа што некои земји како Германија ги заострија мерките против мигрантите, односно мигрантската политика?
There is a general perception that we can't be both borderless inside and out. We don't have borders inside the European Union. We have free movement of people. What is really valued by the European citizens, that you don't have border checks in every country. But that means that also the control over who gets to come to Europe has to be in the hands of the governments. So what are we doing? We are working with different countries to deal with the root causes of migration. I think people don't want to leave their homes unless they really have to, and why they have to is either if there is a conflict, if there's a war, or if there is economically such a bad situation that you can't provide a living for your family, then you want to leave. And therefore, again, all these tools to make our country more prosperous, or make the other countries from which the migration pressure is coming more prosperous, actually also helps both those countries as well as to diminish the migration pressure. But we will never be a closed union. I think that is very important. We definitely are welcoming new members to our European family, and we will never be closed.
Неодамна имавте состанок со представници на британската влада и договоривте еден можеби нов начин на безбедносна политика со оглед на тоа што Британија веќе не е во ЕУ. Може ли да ни дадете повеќе детали за оваа соработка?
Yes, we agreed on a new defense and security partnership, and by the way, already we have that partnership with North Macedonia long before the UK. So it is in this very turbulent time that we are living in, where you have geopolitical shifts. I mean, everybody understands that we need to cooperate on security and defense. And this is one of the examples with North Macedonia, for example, that, is also a step towards further integration with the European Union. It's a cooperation both with the UK as well as North Macedonia on hybrid threats, on cybersecurity, on cooperation in crisis management, all these things that we can do better together.
Европската унија даде голема помош за македонската армија. Сумата е околу 38 милиони евра. Зашто конкретно ќе се намени оваа помош? Што содржи?
The support that we are giving to North Macedonian army is to build up the army in a better situation. So we also have the Baltic Medical Task Force, which is also supporting, the region as general. So and there are different elements like tents, like communication tools, like different types of equipment that we are giving.
За жал се уште постојат двете кризи војни во светот, кризата Русија и Украина, кризата на Блискиот Исток. Каков е ставот на Унијата во однос на овие безбедносни прашања?
Well, it is up to Ukraine to decide, of course, which kind of peace agreement they agree to. But right now, we have a situation where, Russia does not want peace. So it takes two to want peace. It only takes one to want war. And Russia clearly wants war. So what we have to do is to put more pressure on Russia so that they would also want peace. I welcome the agreement on exchange of prisoners of war, so 1,000 prisoners of war were exchanged, and I think this is a good development, but it's not peace yet.
But situation in Middle East also, there one ceasefire was, but they are still expected the second part of this agreement.
Yes, the negotiations are ongoing, and of course this loss of life that we see there is untenable, and that's why also on Monday in the Foreign Affairs Council we had intense discussions about this. Humanitarian aid needs to reach the people in need. There are humanitarian trucks behind the borders. I'm happy that 100 trucks went in to Gaza, but it's not enough. There are 9,000 trucks waiting there with food and supplies to help those people in need. So our position has been a ceasefire, release of hostages, demilitarization of Hamas, and of course also the humanitarian aid needs to reach people, and then afterwards the two-state solution that the European Union supports.
Како Унијата би ја спровела безбедносната политика, доколку пак има несогласување со безбедносната политика на САД, односно Трамп?
Well, we have been long-term friends and allies with the United States, and of course we see different new statements coming from the United States, and we definitely need to still adapt ourselves to the new ways of working with the new administration. I think it's important that we show that we invest more in our defense. All the NATO allies, European allies as well, we have seen considerable decisions from Spain, for example, from Luxembourg to increase their spending to 2%. That is showing that we are credible allies, and also that this Transatlantic organization and security organization really works for United States as well as all the other members.
Ms. Kалас, thank you very much for the opportunity to have an interview with you.
Thank you for having me.